Yes, y'all, it's your boy Eddie and you're welcome to the Bass Player Music Reaction channel. If you're new one here, please do well to support me by liking, by leaving a comment, and most importantly, by subscribing. Today we're going to be reacting to a song titled Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. Let's go straight into the music. That intro was straight to the point. Oh, beautiful lights.
Yeah, but the horns, they're blowing that sound, they're blowing way on down south, way on down south, London town. Check it out, Guitar George. Now he knows all them fancy chords. He just rhythm gonna make that guitar cry and make it sing. Send an old guitar and just all he can afford.
Wow.
When he gets up under them colored lights, gonna play that thing.
I love it when an artist sings and plays the guitar at the same time.
Then Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make that fancy scene. Got daytime job, you're doing quite alright, thank you very much. Do the honky tonk just like anything. Sailing up for a Friday night with the Sultan. Yeah, with the Sultans of Swing.
Yeah, Sultans of Swing. Whoa, that's some good drumming there, man.
We stand a crowd of boys, they're just fooling around in the corner. Talking dress their baggies and their best King's Roll. Don't give a damn about any trumpet playing man. 'Cause they're what they call it in rock and roll.
Wow, this guy is really good.
The Sultans, oh yeah, the Sultans play Creole.
Yeah, cool. Woo. Wow.
The man he just to step right up to the microphone. He says at last this is the time bell ring. Then you go line now it's time.
Feeling the bassist.
Maybe make it fast with just one more thing. We are the Sultans. Yeah, we are the Sultans of Swing. That's right.
guy is such a good guitarist. I really love the drummer. I really love the drummer. He's doing a great job. Yeah, cool. I'm sure you could see how the lights are responding to the music also. Beautiful. I love the fact that the audience are clapping their hands. Yeah, good stuff. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, that's the keys. This is beautiful, man. You will just see the communication within the musicians. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. Look at the bass player. Whoa. rounds of applause. This is called ambience. Ooh. Wow, that was some 10 to 11 minutes of intensity out there, man. Beautiful, beautiful rendition. The first thing that caught my attention was how they were just enjoying themselves on stage. All of the musicians, from the bass guitarist to the drummer to the lead guitarist and the backup guitarist and the pianist, they were all just in the music enjoying themselves, and I could tell that the energy and the vibe was first gotten from them and then to the audience. So there was no way the audience won't feel them, because they were just doing their thing on stage, dancing and playing and singing at the same time. I loved how they enjoyed themselves, and the drummer at the point was looking at the camera, you know, and saying something at the camera. I love that level of confidence. It shows that they've done their homework. It shows that they've had so much rehearsal before the D-Day. So it's kudos for them, man. I enjoy the view. You could just feel the confidence in all of them. You know, there weren't any room for mistakes or anything of sorts, okay? So you would just see them enjoying and singing and playing what they were doing. You would just know that they've had so much time to prepare for these concerts, because that's like the only way you could get this level of confidence. Okay, so that was a beautiful rendition there. And also something I loved about this piece and also the video and all was the parts where they get to go down on the music. They did it so professionally. You wouldn't even expect that the music was about to rest. So they just get to rest at some point, and then before you know it, they are back again and with some level of another level of intensity. And then how the lights get to follow them when they rest, the lights just go really dim. Beautiful concept there for the lights. I know that the lights engineers are always different from the sound engineers, but they get to work together just to get that level of excellence. It's a beautiful one. And then something I noticed again was how they built the solos. They built the intensity of the solos. And when I say solo, I mean interludes of the instrumentation. You would notice that from the beginning parts where they were playing the interludes, it wasn't as intense as the last part. So most of the time, in fact, all of the time in music, it is always better to build your interludes, build it. So you just start from a very mellow level, and then as the music progresses, you get to intensify. And that is what they did here. And that was some really, really professional work done there. And also maximum respect to the lead vocalist here. It is always a very professional and very advanced thing to do when you are able to sing and then play at the same time in front of a large crowd. You could tell that he was the lead guitarist. He wasn't like backing up another guitarist, though there was another guitarist there, but he was the one leading the other guitarist. So he was leading the guitarist and also singing at the same time. That's some high level of musicianship, advanced level of musicianship. So it's kudos for him. And also love the concept of having the three guitars in front of the concert, the three of them play and then jump around the stage. I loved that concept so much. You know, you just get the joy. Most of the time for this kind of concerts, the vibe first starts from the artists. It starts from the musicians, and then it is contacted by the audience. It started with them, you know, with all the joy, and then jumping with their guitars on stage. I loved that concept so much. And somebody I must give kudos to is the drummer. Whoa, the guy did so well. He kept the energy from the beginning of the music down to the end of the music. He kept the energy really, really hard. Drummers do a whole lot when it gets to do with metal, when it gets to do with rock. In fact, every kind of music, drummers do a whole lot, because they get to play with every part of their bodies. They play with their two hands, they play with their two legs, they're using their minds, calculating the time. They're using their ears also, because most of the time they need to listen to the backing tracks or the click tracks or the metronome just to make sure that they're keeping to time. And then they have to also act, you know, enjoy the music at the same time. That's a whole lot of work drummers get to do. So yeah, kudos to him. I loved how he kept the energy all of the time. And then professionally, he gets to rest the music. There is no point at where you would feel any level of unprofessionalism in this music. music. And to think that these were songs that were done way back, having this level of professionalism, it's really surprising for me in this generation. I didn't really expect to see this level of musicianship, but being exposed to this kind of music, I just see that, okay, these are the foundations of excellence in music. These are the real music. In fact, I would dare say that this kind of music at that time did music better than we do now, because right now we have a whole lot of effects done in music. We have a lot of post-production. We have a lot of, should I say, AI added on music. We have a lot of things, auto-tune, a whole lot of stems, backing tracks. Unlike before, most of these guys did music raw. I would say raw. They did so much work to make sure that their sound came out real and professional and natural. I dare say that these people were the foundation of excellence in music. So I'm sure that you enjoyed the experience too, because for me personally, I would say I loved everything I just watched now. And also I loved the lights. Most of the time when the music was high, you would just see a lot of lights flying about, the red lights and all of the different colors of lights. It's a major part of concerts. You can't have a successful concert without an active light. You get what I'm saying? You can't have a good concert, because I would rather just be at home and maybe play music at home or just watch my TV at home than go to a concert where there are no lights, or maybe there's just one light just shining on the musicians. I would rather just be home. But when you're going out for concerts, you'd expect that you will see a lot of colors. That's what concert is. You see a lot of colors. You see a lot of lights flying. So as the loud sounds are playing, you see a lot of beautiful lights. That's what the concert experience should be like. So yeah, I love the fact that they paid so much attention to the lightings in this concert. So kudos. And I'm very sure also that the sound, the real-time sound now, I'm not talking about the post-production sound, I'm talking about the real-time sound during the time of the concert. I'm sure it was really loud and then it was clean also. I'm just imagining, okay? But like I was saying, that's what concert is about. You go out, have a lot of loud sound, you have lights everywhere, music everywhere, that's what concert is. So when you are done with the concert and you're going home, you go home feeling full, feeling fulfilled because you just enjoyed yourself. Most of the time when we are back from this kind of concerts, the sounds keep ringing in your ears, because of how loud it is. And when you close your eyes, you still get to see some flashes of lights. That's what concert is, so you just go back home with the experience of it. It was a beautiful one. About the audio engineering, I wouldn't say I'm very, very impressed with the audio engineering, because of course I know that these songs were done so many years ago, and for we in this generation, we've gotten to hear a lot of, should I say, cleaner sounds, music that has so much of post-production done on it. Talking about post-productions done on the vocals and also on the instrumentation. So I would say that there's been a lot of improvements in our days for post-production. So yeah, I wasn't really, really, really impressed with the level of audio I just listened to, because yeah, I've listened to a whole lot of cleaner audios, but I understand that these were songs that were done far back, many, many years ago. So for that time, it was a beautiful sound that they had, and I think it would be about the best for them. You get what I'm saying? But the most important thing is I could hear all of the instruments distinctly. Yeah, I heard the bass guitar clearly, the backup guitar, lead guitar clearly. I heard the drums, all of the cymbals. I heard the pianos too clearly. And I also loved how soft the piano synth sounded. Yeah, it sounded really, really soft. I was even surprised when I heard the sound of a synth. I wasn't really expecting to hear a synth in this song. I was expecting maybe a piano sound or some organ sound. Okay, so but hearing the synth, I was like, oh wow. So there was synths at that time, I wasn't expecting to get the sound of a synth, but well, like I said in one of my previous videos, it looks like a lot of these old artists looked into the future, and a lot of them played things that we get to replicate these days. So I'm just talking about the synth sound right now on the keys. I was surprised when I heard the sound of a synth. I wasn't expecting that at all. Overall, it was a beautiful one, and something again I loved was the reactions from the audience. Yeah, I love the fact that they loved what they were watching. I love the fact that they were enjoying themselves live in the show. There was a point where the music came down and then they were clapping their hands. For me, that was the peak of the concert. That was the peak of the concert, because whenever the audience are basking so much in the euphoria of the music and they begin to react that much, you just know that the singers or the musicians have delivered on their job. And it is very important. That's about the purpose of music, when you are able to interact with your audience live on stage. So I love the fact that they were clapping at some point together. They let it sound, they let the claps come out really clearly, and that was a beautiful concept there. So I enjoyed the experience, and I'm sure that you did too. It's nice to have you on my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.